I didn't know it would be the last time seeing you. There was so much left to say. And here I sit, hunched over a desk, trying to resurrect you through stories. Although I know the power of a single word, I also know that you won't be coming back. It is a sorry attempt to make sense of things. I can't get the images out of my head, the ones that make me lose sleep and question my own sanity. Hannah, it's time for you to move on, my mother says, because she's concerned, and I can't say I blame her. It's not easy being the one who runs away all the time, but it definitely beats being the chaser. We sit over tea, my mother and me, and Good Morning America hums in the background. I pay no mind to it. I focus instead on how cracked and dry my hands are. What are you going to do today? My mother asks. She hopes that I made plans, maybe brunch with a friend, or better yet, a boy. But I have no intentions of doing either, because I refuse to leave the house. I push away my plate of toast. Maybe I'll go for a walk, I say. First she sighs, but then she nods. It's a sign of improvement at least. The doctors don't know when I'll start feeling better. Whenever the meds start kicking in, Dr. D'Angelo said. But that all depends on when my brain decides to comply, when my resistance gives in and steps aside. Please stop being so stubborn, my mother says, as we sit in the doctor's office. Please, just this once. I feel guilty putting her and everyone else through this, my supposed mental breakdown. But there had been more wrapped into it, people and places she never knew existed. She knew what the police told her, heard their own distorted version of the story, but she hadn't heard my version. Perhaps, like the common phrase, the truth lies somewhere in the middle, skewed, tainted with a he said, she said, the lies and misconceptions piling on top of each other. So every morning I take a pill with a quick swig of water. I swallow hard because I know I need to quit the constant chatter. Somehow, some way, it all needs to stop. I go for a walk later that afternoon, throwing on a thin raincoat, brushing my hair into a ponytail. Strolling down the street, careful to keep my head down, I think about the way your eyes reminded me of time traveling, an endless loop of possibilities. Hannah, you say to me, as if you are here, as if you never left me. My cheeks turn rosy while simply imagining your voice. I wish we could still be together, the way we said we always would. Looking up into the trees, I watch a glimmer of light pass through, and it reminds me of your name, Clark. I used to say it over and over, so much that it seeped into my dreams, and I would hear it echoing off branches. Why did you have to go? I ask you. I only think the question. The town thinks I'm crazy enough. You chuckle. Hannah, you know why. It is true. I know. I know that you never meant to stay, that you were a passerby in hopes of crashing somewhere just for the night. You wanted the outside of me, the safe side, but then you fell. You were just like the rest of them, Clark. You really were. At least you thought you could be. But then you collided with my brain, my wit, my spirit, and by that point, it was already too late. There was no turning around. You were gone. Now I walk alone, my body shifting in and out of consciousness, wanting to be anywhere next to you. The images flash by me as if I'm not thinking them at all, but experiencing a new journey to be had. No one saw the boy with the green hoodie except for me. That's why your case goes unsolved, like a mystery no one cares about. There is something I have to do, you said that night. You brought a cigarette to your lips and took a slow drag. The tears crept to my eyes. What? Can I come with you? I asked. I wanted, more than anything, to run away with you, even if it meant being a 17-year-old runaway. I'm afraid not. I can't stay here anymore, Hannah. You're better off without me, you said. After that came a few other people rushing over. We were at a party that night, and I guess our whispers rose to yells, and it attracted some attention. I never meant for that to happen, though. Do you know that? I never meant for Vince to come charging over thinking you were hitting me or some shit. I never meant for him to start swinging, to hurt you the way that he did. Your dark eyes buried underneath that brawn. You never stood a chance. I should have ran over to get some help. I should have helped you, Clark. I should have helped you. But I didn't.